Wah! Hi, chat. Oh my god, everything is breaking today. I'm so done. I'm so fucking done, y'all. I'm so fucking tired. Everything is breaking. First, my phone's charging port is fucked. So I can't connect it to my computer, and I need my phone for VTube Studio to work. I can connect it over the internet, but the problem is it needs to be charging, because otherwise it'll run out of fucking power, like, before the end of the stream. Like, it has constant cameras on and everything. Like, VTube Studio is a massive battery drain. So it needs to be charging. So what I've done is I fucking taped a wireless charger to the back of my phone, and I've set it up against a box of tissues pointed at my face so that it still works, and I've connected it to VTube Studio over Wi-Fi. That was thing number one. That was just the first of the shit that's been breaking. Number two, I couldn't get into YouTube Studio because apparently there's a massive fucking outage over at YouTube at the moment, and people can't get in. So I couldn't adjust the time of this stream, and I couldn't access the button that will allow me to, like, auto-stop my stream or end my stream when it's over. Which is fucking bad. So that was thing number two, right? And now, Restream has fucking broken, and my Twitch stream isn't working. Even though it is, because if you go to my VODs on Twitch at the moment, like, the VOD is fully loaded, and it's receiving all of my data. It's just not showing on the live page, and I don't know if that's Twitch breaking, or if that's, like, Restream breaking. I have no idea. Alright? I don't fucking know. But it's not working. And if, I swear to God, if one more thing goes wrong in today's stream, I'm going to personally, I'm gonna do things that I'm not allowed to say on YouTube. I'm gonna commit many a crime. Because holy fucking fuck, I'm so done. Jesus Christ, man. Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking explode. Yeah, alright. What the fuck? Hello? What? Everything is breaking. Everything is breaking. There is... I'm losing it. I'm fucking losing it, chat. I'm actually fucking losing it. Oh my god. Okay. As long as the Pokemon Presents just loads and I can watch it, I'm fine. That literally, the bar is this low. If I can watch this Pokemon Presents in 144p, I am happy, okay? That's how low the fucking bar has dropped after everything that's happened. Here, count that towards your metal pipe counter. Anyway. Isn't it 12 minutes? I have no idea. Anyway, hello Chelsea, hello Panda, hello Icy, hello Sable, hello Atlas, hello Alden, hello, Ayrar? Is that how I pronounce that? God. Did you see the leak lie I sent to you? No, I didn't. I didn't. Pokemon... In the wake of Pokemon's sleep success, the Pokemon Company will be announcing Pokemon Menstrual Cycle on Pokemon Day, February 27th, 2024. Pokemon Menstrual Cycle, alright. With more Peko as the main art, oh my god. That's pretty good. That's pretty fucking good. To be fair, I feel like every year we get a fucking Pokemon spin-off game that no one saw coming, right? First we had Pokemon Go, which was just this fucking huge, massive thing that people had been wanting for a long time, but just, like, no one ever thought that that was gonna happen. Then we had fucking, like, what, Pokemon Sleep? We had Pokemon Smile for Toothbrush, like a toothbrush game. We had Pokemon Quest, which was this weird voxel auto battler. We had fucking Pokemon League of Legends with Pokemon Unite. Like, place your bets, y'all. What whack-ass spin-off are we getting this time around? Pokemon X Plant vs. Zombies? I would actually be so down for a Pokemon Plants vs. Zombies game. No, wait, that would actually go hard. Pokemon Peggle. I know it. It's Pokemon Peggle. Fucking imagine. Have they done Pokemon Peggle before? Is that a thing? I could have sworn that that's a thing, right? Pokemon Peggle. Have they never done... They've never done Pokemon Peggle. Oh my god. We need a Pokemon Peggle game. Alright. Fuck the Gen 5 remakes. Fuck a new Legends game. My number one ask for this Pokemon Presents is Pokemon Peggle. No, but actually, in terms of expectations, I think that there's legitimately only, like, 4 different things that they could be announcing for this Pokemon Presents. Obviously, we're gonna have all of the usual, like, here's Pokemon Cafe Mix, here's a new playable Pokemon in Pokemon Unite, here's a new raid that's gonna be happening in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, or a new raid event. A new legendary that'll be available, or a new 7-star or 6-star raid that'll be happening. New Pokemon Go quest line for Pokemon Day. Pikachu with a fucking flower crown. They've done that before. Something else, probably. So new Pokemon Go stuff. I'm expecting all of the usual stuff to come first, so we'll have like 12 minutes of fuck all. And then at the very end, there's only really 4 different game announcements, if there is a game announcement, which I am expecting there to be. Are we making a bingo? I feel like it's too late for that. Hold up. Custom bingo card generator. Alright. Okay. I want to make a 4x4 bingo. You know what? No, just 3x3. Just 3x3. We probably need to get Gen 10 before we get Gen 5. No. I definitely do not think so. We have not had any game outside of Gen 9. I don't think that we are in for a Gen 10 announcement at all. That's going to be at least another year before it even gets announced, and probably like a year and 10 months before it gets released. So no, I'm absolutely not expecting a Gen 9. But, in the meantime, can you play that again, please? Thank you. In the meantime, alright, bingo card. So, first thing I'm expecting is, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Raid. So, any new... Scarlet and Violet is Gen 9, yeah, but I'm not expecting Gen 10 before we get a remake. We are getting a remake first. So a new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet raid, a new Pokemon in Unite, new quest update to Pokemon Go, third remake on the Switch then? Yeah, no, genuinely, I mean, the Switch has had a massively long life cycle. It's completely understandable to have another set of remakes, especially since the Switch 2 has reportedly been delayed into March of next year, rather than holiday of this year. I'm just gonna put in the very middle, Gen 5 remake. New merch. Oh, definitely some new merch. There's the possibility of Pokemon, Pokemon Game Boy on Switch Online. Whether that's the GBA games, just the Game Boy games or the Game Boy Color games. It could happen. Every time during Pokemon Day we say that it's gonna happen and it never fucking does, but it could happen. They did it on the 3DS and they had integration with Pokemon Bank. They could do this and have integration with Pokemon Home. You never fucking know. We could also get a new Legends game. If there is a new Legends game, it's either gonna be like Curem or Celebi, I think, like either Gen 2 or Gen 5. We could get a Let's Go Gen 2, possibly. Could be a sign of Bank shutting down, maybe. They said that they aren't shutting it down just yet, but that it may stop working in the distant future, so I don't know. It could be anything. Alright, what about the last one? We need one more. Or do we just want to put a free one in the middle? What else do they typically announce? I don't think they're doing, Pokemon Masters. Oh, of course. Pokemon Masters update. I keep forgetting that game fucking exists. Sorry, it's Pokemon Master Sex. Or Masters EX, which is a very unfortunate URL. I'm not gonna put a space in between those two words, because I don't feel like it. Maybe some update on, like, the anime? Anime update or, like, a new series? God, what else? Imagine being somewhere you could play Pokemon Masters. Yeah, Pokemon Masters isn't available in my country, because the gacha mechanics of the game are too excessive. So my country has banned it. It's not, you are not allowed to play it in my country. You can't play it. I don't think I have enough to fill a 4x4, is the thing. Nah, we'll just keep it to a 3x3. Alright, can I, like, oh, okay, generate. Alright. Let's copy that image. Let's put it... Hello? No? Okay. I'm just quickly gonna put it in on Discord so I can actually fucking save it. Gen 1 remakes? No, we've had so many fucking Gen 1 remakes. If they genuinely do another set of those, I'm gonna lose it. Where do I put this? Just bottom right? Is that big enough? Is that, like, readable at all? You know what? No, we'll look over it after the presents is done. I'll hide it for now. We'll look over it after it's done. Yeah, I know, that's why I want them, because they've done it so many times, you want them again? We literally have Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee on the Switch. I know it's a Let's Go game, but, like, it's a remake of Gen 1. With all due respect, I don't want another remake of Gen 1 on the same console. If they release the originals, or like Fire Red and Leaf Green, on the Switch Online, fuck yeah, I'm so down for that. Like, please, do that. That'd be awesome. But just more Gen 1 remakes? If they're gonna release remakes of like an older generation, I would want it to be like Let's Go of Gen 2. Cause, you know, the last time we got any Gen 2 stuff was Hard Gold Soul Silver, which was like, what, 2009? Was it 2008, 2009? 2009, yeah, September 2009. That's the last time that we had any Gen 2 things. But then again, like, hot take, the Gen 2 Pokemon games are not that good. They are fine Pokemon games, don't get me wrong. And the fact that you have an entire region as post-game is, like, insane. You know, that was unprecedented to have a post-game that large. And we've kind of never recovered. We've never had a post-game that significant ever since. But, like, the reason, or the fact that we had an entire region as post-game meant that the level scaling in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, or in Gold and Silver, is all over the fucking place. Like, you reach the Elite Four at, like, level 55. When you're Nuzlocking, if you're hardcore Nuzlocking Gen 2, the level caps of the three gyms are fucking awful. Why is my... Oh my god, the chat is... Okay, the chat just caught up. What the fuck? All of your chat messages were held in the void for a second. I am so sorry. I don't know what happened, and oh my god. YouTube is shitting itself at the moment. Let's hope the stream stays up, okay? You know what? Instinctively, I'm gonna press the start recording button. So I can record my reaction in the event that this stream goes down, so I can upload it later. So, if you are watching this as a YouTube recording, hi, my stream crashed. Welcome to the video. The void was cozy. Oh my god. 14,000 people waiting, goddamn. I saw my life flashing before my eyes. Oh man. Everything is going wrong today, chat. We cannot have a stream without scuff today. In before my mic breaks in like 5 minutes, because I screamed too loudly at a Gen 5 announcement. But yeah, no, for Gen 2, like I was saying, I like to play my Nuzlocks with level caps. It's Jasmine, Price, and Chuck. Their level caps with those 3 gym leaders are like 2 levels apart. You basically, the most optimal way to play those games is to just do all of those 3 gym leaders in a row, straight away. Panda, shut up. Shut up. Don't say it. Oh, hey, Bresci, welcome in. Japanese stream is over 150,000 people watching. Yeah, that makes sense. It's just I don't speak Japanese. The best I can do is the Asia English one, because apparently, there is no one on the official Pokemon channel. Oh, there is now. Oh, okay. Cool, I'll watch that one then. Okay, cool. We have the official... Oh, this is 81,000. That makes a bit more sense. Alright, well, we should be getting a premiere countdown in approximately 30 seconds. So I'm just gonna keep refreshing my page every 10 seconds once that happens. And, then it's time to fucking ball. Please. Gen 5. It would be so funny. It would be so cool if it is Gen 5. I'm not expecting it. I'm not hoping for it. I've had this copium for a long-ass time now, like 5 years. Basically since the Switch came out, actually. More like 6, 7 years. God, the Switch has been out for 7 years, y'all. March 3rd. March 3rd, it will have been 7 years since the Switch released. Which is literally a week from now. A week from now, the Switch will be 7 years old. This Sunday. Come on. Yeah. Oh, they shortened the countdown to a minute. Thank you, Pokemon, for actually managing your fucking premiere, which no creator ever fucking does, and they leave it at the 2-minute timer. Alright, chat, is sound okay? I know the YouTube premiere music is always way fucking louder than anything else. But, is audio okay? Is good? Awesome. Alright. Yeah, so I'm not hoping for anything. All right? I'm not hoping for anything. And I'm just gonna go in with an empty mind and hope for the best. Hope that whatever they show is good enough. Alright, here we go. Yeah, that sound can definitely be upped. Doo-doo. Unknown? Oh, they're definitely announcing a Gen 2 thing. They're definitely announcing a Gen 2 thing. Yeah, it's absolutely gonna be like, let's go Gen 2.
Hello everyone, I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today, February 27, is Pokemon Day.
It is.
This is the date that the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan.
Yep.
Our adventures with Pokemon, which started with the simple fun of collecting, trading, and battling in the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games, have expanded to fit into so many facets of daily life, including walking and sleeping. We'll
Yeah,
keep challenging ourselves
yeah,
to create new
including
ways to enjoy
sleeping.
Pokemon, and we hope you'll continue your adventures with us. Today, we will be bringing you all the latest news about Pokemon, including our newest titles.
Newest
Mr.
titles?
Utsunomiya, please take it away.
Plural? I mean, they always release their games
I'm
in two
Utsunomiya from the Pokemon
versions.
Company. I hope everyone has enjoyed their adventures in the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games so far.
Moderately.
To commemorate Pokemon Day, we've planned a
Hey,
series
there's
of
number
Battle
one.
Battle
New
events
raids.
where you'll be able to face off against a mighty Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard. The first of these Terra Raid battle events will begin tomorrow. We hope
That's
you
the
will
first
all
one on the
enjoy
bingo
these
card.
events. Today, I'd also like to share the latest updates on a number of our other games.
Okay.
Please have a look at this.
Pokemon Unite. Fuck. Alright. Fine. Pokemon Go. Oh, with the anime?
collaboration event with Pokemon Go is on its way.
Oh. New quest in Pokemon Go. Put it on the bingo card. Play Coco. I love him.
Pikachu wearing Cap's hat
Yeah.
is making its debut.
That makes
It
sense.
even knows an attack new to Pokemon Go, Volt Tackle.
Volt Tackle. Oh, okay. Ceruledge as
Cadet,
well?
Armor Rouge, and Ceruledge are coming too.
Okay,
And
cool.
Liko and Roy will be dropping in when you snap a pic and go snapshot. So set out on an adventure with your new friends.
Alright, well, yep. New update to Pokemon Go. And the party hat. Pikachu. March 7th is when it's when it premieres on Netflix. Pokemon Unite. Fuck! Pokemon Sleep. They're updating Pokemon Sleep? What the I was gonna say, that's Raiku's theme. What the fuck are the dogs doing in Pokemon Sleep? Yeah, that's Gen 2, yeah. Aw, he's a baby. Yo, wait, that's actually such a nice arrangement of the Legendary Trio theme from Gen 2. Wait, I love that, actually. Oh, we're 100% getting Let's Go Gen 2, aren't we? Pokemon Unite. Fuck, dude. It's Pokemon Master Sex.
Now, I never give up.
Also Gen 2, it's fucking Lance.
We're just getting started.
And
We're
Silver.
the greatest in the world. You're the greatest and
Wait, yeah,
strongest partner
no,
I could
we're
ask
getting Let's Go Gen 2. We're not getting Gen 5 remakes. It's gonna be Gen 2. All of these announcements are Gen 2. Alright, well, scratch that off the bingo card. Please just give me Unite. It's gonna be so funny if it's not in here. Cafe remake. They hate me. Chat, they hate me. I didn't know they were still updating Cafe Remix. Is Gen 2 gonna be the first? Like, unless it's a Let's Go game. If it's a Let's Go game, then it's fine. But if it's an actual remake of Gen 2 and not just Let's Go, then it'll be the first game ever to receive, like, 2 proper remakes. There it is, my god. Alright, yeah, Miraidon. Didn't they announce this like 2 days ago? Why didn't they wait? Alright, well, cross Unite off the list as well. So we already have new quest update to Pokemon Go, Unite, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Raid, all of that's already off the list. Yeah, sure, dude. Alright, are there any other Pokemon games that they have? Any other spin-offs? No, they don't. Okay.
Moving on, please have a look at this video.
I will have a look at this video. You got a pack? Is this trading card game? TCG on mobile, finally? Trading card game Pocket. Or is this just pack opening? It was already on mobile? Oh wait, really? I thought it was only on iPad. Is this just collecting cards? Because I'm not actually seeing them play with the cards. Oh my god. A common Eevee. Quick battles. Oh shit, okay. Okay, so it's actually optimized for mobile this time. A new Pokemon TCG experience. With immersive cards. Okay, no wait, that's actually sick as fuck. No wait, that's actually genuinely really fucking cool. No, I actually love that. That's actually awesome. No, I'll take that. Okay, cool. Pokemon trading card game Pocket. Open 2 packs per day at no cost. Good. Coming 2024. For the rest, you do have to pay, though.
What you just saw was the
I was gonna say, where's the voiceover?
Pokemon trading card game Pocket.
Chelsea, you can't evolve special outfit
all over
Pokemon.
the world have enjoyed since they debuted in 1996, but in a new digital format. The Pokemon Company is developing this game as a 3-party collaboration with Creatures Inc., the creators of the Pokemon
And
trading card
DNA,
game,
right?
and DNA
Yeah.
are partners in the development of Pokemon Masters EX.
Yeah.
To mark
That's
the
cool.
launch of this title, here's a message from Mr. Yuji Kitano, President and CEO of Creatures.
Yeah, Creatures is the
Mr.
company
Kitano,
that does all of
take
the
it away.
Pokemon cards.
Hello everyone, I'm Yuji Kitano from Creatures Inc. I'd like to start by thanking everyone for enjoying the Pokemon trading card game. With Pokemon trading card game
The
Pocket,
TCG has
we hope
kind
to
of
bring you
blown
all
up
a new
even
way to
further
enjoy the
again,
Pokemon
like
trading
the last
card
2
game.
years.
So we are hard at work developing digital cards. When we develop physical cards, we strive to please by taking great care with our paper quality, colors, and printing process. Since this game uses mobile devices rather than paper, we're challenging ourselves to express that care in new ways that are only possible digitally,
Yeah, that's really cool.
such as using the characteristics of the screen to show off brilliant colors and stylish effects. One way we're accomplishing this is with immersive cards,
That's so
which
sick,
give players
dude.
the experience of leaping into the world of the card illustration.
That's so much
What's
work,
more,
though,
we've
for those
developed
fucking
new
illustrators.
streamlined game rules based on our existing battle system, so you can enjoy a quick battle during the free moments in your day.
Card games
Our
on
three
mobile are
companies
gacha games
all
in
working
disguise.
hard to
Oh yeah, of
deliver
course
a
they are.
Fun experience for those of you who already enjoy the Pokemon
I mean,
trading card game.
Trading
as well as
card
those who've
games
never
are
played before.
gacha games with
We
physical
hope you look
objects.
forward to the results
Like,
of our latest efforts in the world of the Pokemon trading card game, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. Thank you so much.
all right, that's pretty cool.
Thank you, Mr. Kitano.
I was not expecting that. Coming
We
this
plan to
year.
launch Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket within 2024.
All right.
Please look forward to more details in the future.
Okay.
Just one more thing.
Oh.
We'd like to end today's presentation with one final video for you all.
Oh.
Thank you for
Oh, this is
tuning
just it. Oh, okay. This is just it. Okay. Well, here's the big one. It's Gen 2. It's Gen 2, right? Question mark? It has to be Let's Go Gen 2, right? Game Freak, not Ilka? Actually Game Freak? Actually Game Freak. Urban redevelopment plan, blank city. A vision of beautiful oh, is it a Legends game? I'm trying to listen to the music. Okay, Pikachu, sure. What the fuck is this? That's Pyroar. Gen 6? It's Gen 6, that's fucking Kalos, that's... Right? Isn't that fucking Lumio City? Yeah, Sylveon. Yeah, it is. A Gen 6 prequel? They're... Pokemon Legends Z. They're finally doing fucking Z. 2025. That is the one generation I didn't want a Legends game of. God fucking damn it. Mega evolutions are back. Okay, well, I guess people did want that, huh? Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. God, that is the one generation I don't give a shit about. Like, I'm not kidding. I don't care about Gen 6. Fuck, dude. I hate Mega Evolution as a gimmick. I hate Kalos as a region. Gen 6 had one of the worst stories in any Pokemon game. Okay, I know I'm saying a whole bunch of controversial things here. When I say I hate Mega Evolution as a gimmick, I mean that it made team building for both Nuzlocke and competitive Pokemon the most boring it has ever been in the entire series. Because there were only a couple of Pokemon that had Mega Evolutions, and they were always better than the ones that didn't, or almost always, so you were always just using the Pokemon that had Mega Evolutions. You couldn't use items on your Pokemon, because they were all just holding Mega Stones, so that entire part of team building just dropped away. You couldn't do anything with it, because you were just giving them a Mega Stone, and that was it. God, okay, well... No Gen 2, no Gen 5. I think that's a huge miss. I do genuinely think that's a huge miss. Maybe we'll get new megaforms. Yeah, okay, but I don't care. Because then I'll just use those new megaforms, because they'll obviously be better. Like, I don't care about new megaforms. I don't want new megaforms. What I want is, like, if they want to give a Pokemon some love by giving it, like, a new form, give it a fucking regional equivalent. Like, they've done that already. Like, they wanted to give some love to Wooper. Give it a fucking Paldean form and then make a new evolution, Clodsire. And that way, Wooper gets a new form and gets some love again, but it doesn't actually affect the original Wooper, or it doesn't affect how you play the game. Is it 2 Pokemon Legends games? No, it's just 1. It's Pokemon Legends Z. And also they didn't show actually any gameplay. So, like, we don't actually know anything. It's also coming in 2025, so we're not hearing more of this game until, like, significantly later. I guess this is gonna take place during the time, the title is Pokemon Legends ZA? Wait, ZA? It's not Pokemon Legends Z, it's Z to A? That's a horrible fucking name. Pokemon Legends Z2A. How the fuck are they gonna market that? Pokemon Legends Z, I can understand, but Z to A? Really? Okay, well, sure. That's a weird-ass title. I guess it makes sense, though, because it'll probably be about how Lumio City came to be, right? So it won't take place in, like, the very distant past, like hundreds of years ago, before humans were working together with Pokemon. Like, I don't think it'll be like Legends Arceus, where it's genuinely, like, almost prehistoric Pokemon, right? I think it'll more be like, people are already working together with Pokemon, but you're exploring Kalos in an open world, cities are still being established. Steampunk era, yeah, kind of. Like, it's just like a whole bunch of small settlements and towns rather than any cities being up yet, and Lumio City is like the first city to be established, maybe? Let me just go to the official website of Pokemon, because I'm sure they have the announcements up already. Video games and apps. No, they don't have anything in here yet. Yeah, it's just, I don't understand why Gen 6 already. I don't understand. I mean, I guess Gen 6 is the only game in the series history that never received a follow-up or a remake, right? Because obviously Gen 1 has received countless, Gen 2 got Heart Gold and Soul Silver and Crystal, Gen 3 obviously got Emerald and the remakes, Gen 4 got Platinum and BDSP, Gen 5 got the sequels, Gen 7 got Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Gen 8 got the DLC, Gen 9 got the DLC, so I guess Gen 6 is the only Pokemon game in history that has never received any follow-up. Like, no sequel, no remake, no reimagining, no definitive version. But, like, it's a Legends game. It's not a remake, it's not a definitive version, it's not an update, it's a completely new game. And I'm like, why do you pick a generation that, by all accounts, is still relatively recent? Like, yeah, sure, it's like, what, almost 10 years old now? Oh yeah, October 2013, it's 10 years old now. But like, when Gen 5 is right there, and it's had such a resurgence over the last couple of years, with people, like, just absolutely loving, in hindsight, because Gen 5 wasn't received well at the time of its release, right? It was the worst-selling Pokemon game of all time at the time. People didn't like it because it was kind of a bold move in the original Pokemon Black and White, you couldn't even catch any Pokemon from Gen 1 through 4 until you beat the, until you saw the credits. Like, up until the credits rolled, you only saw Pokemon from Gen 5. And I personally still think that, to this day, any new Pokemon generation should use that format. I think that only being able to use new Pokemon should be the standard. The problem is just that requires a lot of Pokemon to be made. Gen 5 still to this day has the most amount of new Pokemon of any generation, 156 off the top of my head, more than Gen 1. And like that's kind of a requirement for that formula to function. But I don't know, I just really don't like that, even in like the newer Pokemon games, like in Scarlet and Violet, there are so many old Pokemon roaming around that are just really, really good, and you're gonna use those. Like, you could use the new ones, sure, but like, I'm mainly thinking from a Nuzlocke perspective, right? From a Nuzlocke perspective, I am much more inclined to use a Pokemon that I know a lot about than use a Pokemon that I don't, right? So, like, if I know the move pools, I know the general stats of that Pokemon, I know how to use it, I know what it evolves into, like, I'm much more likely to use a Pokemon that I know in a Nuzlocke than using a completely new one that I know nothing about, have never used before, I don't know what moves it's gonna learn, I don't know what it's gonna evolve into. So, having that forced on you in Gen 5, in my opinion, was great. Like, in my opinion, having only new Pokemon up until the credits was a fantastic decision. And then for those who didn't like that, the sequels, Black and White 2, you could, there were a lot more Pokemon available from the get-go. Just straight away, you could use a whole bunch of older Pokemon as well, like Riolu was available in the ranch, for example, like before you even fight the first gym, you could get a Lucario. So, I think that's genuinely the format that should be sticking around, is only new Pokemon for the start, until you beat the game, and then new Pokemon become available, and then later down the line, when like a DLC comes out, or if they make sequels, or whatever they do nowadays, I think DLC is the most likely. Whenever the DLC comes out, then you get an option to play the game and have a bunch of other Pokemon spawn in from the get-go, right? A bunch of Pokemon from older generations. I just really disagree with the pick of Gen 6, I guess. It's mainly because I didn't have a 3DS when Gen 6 came out. I never played those games at launch. I didn't play those until significantly later. I didn't play Gen 6 until, like, only a couple of years ago, and I found it a really underwhelming Pokemon game. Scarlet and Violet is broken, I do agree, but I had a better experience playing through Scarlet and Violet for the very first time than I did playing through X and Y for the first time. Same with Sun and Moon. Like, Sun and Moon is fine, it's not a bad game, but I did not have a good experience playing through Sun and Moon for the first time. Even compared to a game like Sword and Shield, Sword and Shield had a lot of issues, but I don't know, I just really didn't like the totem Pokemon format of Sun and Moon, I guess. And also, I really didn't like how small the region felt. Like, Alola felt incredibly tiny compared to Galar, right? Even though Galar isn't that big. In Legends Arceus, Pokemon can't hold items. We might, yeah, maybe we'll see a change in how Megas work. That's true. I would have really preferred if they kind of just moved on from Megas. I know people have been asking for it for so long to have them back, but I think after having seen how Dynamax and Terra played out, I just don't see a reason to return to Megas, especially now that we have regional forms, and Pokemon very often get updated with new abilities, or new moves in later generations. I just really don't see the need for Mega Evolutions in Pokemon anymore. I think it's cool that it happened, but just really, really not my vibe. Z-moves were worse. Z-moves were even worse than Mega Evolutions, because, like, they weren't even as cool as Mega Evolutions. They were just some stupid strong moves that would basically guarantee OHKO your opponent. There was very little skill involved in using them. Yeah, the only Gen 2 thing, like, what the fuck is that about? Why did they have, like, the unknown everywhere? Why did they have, like, every announcement being Gen 2 related? And then suddenly, the final game is Gen 6. Like, couldn't they have done that? That just feels so weird, right? That just doesn't quite make sense to me. But I mean, hey, I'm sure they thought about it. Yeah, I'm just sad at the lack of Gen 5, but also, like, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I didn't have any expectations going in. It's just that we had so many hints towards Gen 5 happening, right? We literally had the entirety of the second DLC for Scarlet and Violet is basically just, hey, you remember Gen 5? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And I'm just like, previously when they did something like that, it was specifically to, like, bring those games back up in memory so that whenever they announce the inevitable remake, people are more excited, right? Like, that's the strategy. You start incorporating a whole bunch of elements of the generation that you're remaking or making a new game on in a bunch of different places, and then people start reminiscing over that game, and then a year later, when that game is finally announced and releases, everyone's like, oh my god, I recently had an entire nostalgia trip about that game. I'm so glad they're doing something with it again. Right? So there's been none of that on the front of Gen 6. Like, this came completely out of nowhere. I guess, yeah, no, I guess it didn't. I guess there was the rumor that Paldea and Kalos are connected, isn't it? I guess there's that rumor of Paldea and Kalos being connected, because it's France and Spain. I didn't even think about that. People were saying that, like, the DLC for Scarlet and Violet was gonna, like, take us back to Kalos, and it ended up taking us back to Unova. And now people were expecting a Unova remake, and we're getting Kalos instead. I don't fucking know anymore at this point. Yeah, I guess there was ties to Gen 6, huh? Yeah, no, I completely misremembered. You're right. It's just that it wasn't as blatant, I guess. Though I guess the 3DS Pokemon games are some of the least played Pokemon games of all time. So I guess doing something with them is kind of cool. More people get to now experience what Gen 6 was like. So I guess that's pretty cool. I'm not saying I'm not excited for a new Legends game, alright? Legends Arceus was, by all means, a revolutionary game for the series. And I had a fantastic time playing through it. I should change, I should change the fucking music to, yeah, this makes more sense now that we know it's Gen 6. I'll just put my favorite theme of Gen 6 on in the background, which is Snowbell City. One thing that I am really excited for is the soundtrack. The Legends Arceus soundtrack was phenomenal in that it took all of these melodies and pieces of music from the original Sinnoh games. And it used them in a completely new way, right? The melodies were still there, they were still intact, but they completely like reimagined. They completely reimagined what those sounded like, and in many cases they just completely put it in like a different genre or put an entirely different spin on it, right? With remakes, we usually just get modern, higher quality versions of older pieces of music. But like, Snowbell City, this one, already sounds like it could be in a modern Pokemon game. Like, you don't need to make any changes to this music. Right? The Pokemon X and Y were the first Pokemon games where the music was no longer sequenced. This is all pre-recorded. None of this is being generated on the spot using sound fonts like the Gen 5 and prior games are. So these are already like fully recorded. Sure, they're compressed a little bit to fit on a 3DS cartridge. But, you know, all they really needed to do to put these tracks in a modern standard is just compress them slightly less or slightly better when they put them in the game, right? So there isn't really anything that they could do to improve this music significantly, but with a Legends game, they could take melodies like this and put it in a completely new context, right? And Pokemon X and Y's soundtrack, it's definitely not my favorite. I'll say that. It's definitely not like some of my favorites, but some of them are genuinely really fucking good. But to think like how they took those themes in the original Legends game, like obviously we had, you know Cynthia's encounter theme. Everyone is like scared of the piano before Cynthia, right? And then there's the actual champion boss fight theme. But in Pokemon Legends Arceus, they said, let's take that piano before Cynthia and let's turn that into the battle theme. So we get the PTSD of that piano awakened in older Pokemon fans, while also putting a new spin on an old piece of music. This, to this day, is still probably one of my favorite memories I have ever had playing a Pokemon game, is coming across this. I cannot begin to describe that fucking experience. And then, honestly, one of my favorite Pokemon themes of all time, and this is serious. I'm not just saying this because it's because of like recency bias. I legitimately think that my favorite piece of music from a Pokemon game of all time is the ending of Pokemon Legends Arceus, the credits theme. Because it takes the melody of Route 209, which was previously like in my top 3, completely reimagines it. And this song, on a good day, can make me cry ugly tears. It did. When I first finished this game, this song made me cry ugly tears. Da 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 da. Remember as the long guy from Gen 6? Yeah. The fucking side story, and then you had to suddenly fight him after the champion before the credits rolled? Yeah. I guess the game is possibly about him, right? I fucking love this theme so much. It's fucking fantastic. I'm just gonna listen to this full thing now. if I ever quit as a VTuber, if I ever graduate, and I make like a final thank you video, this is the music I'm putting over it. If you ever hear me use this song in a video, know that'll be the last video that you see from me. 'Cause I could not think of a better way to send off my channel. It would be this. If I ever make a piano cover of this song, it'll be my last piano cover ever. At least on this channel. Who knows if I get fucking hired by an agency or whatever, right? But probably not, because I don't think I would go into an agency unless I have a very good reason to. Yeah, if I ever make a piano cover of this, know that that's the last that you'll hear of me. I'm probably never gonna do like a big graduation thing if I ever stop. You know, I've been doing this for 6 years now. When I'm done, I'm done. And I have no intention of stopping anytime soon. Absolutely not. But, you know, to those of you here now watching this, I will not post about this anywhere. I will not share this, like, publicly, anywhere else. This is the only time I'm saying it. If I am ever making a cover of this track, know that that's it. And I'll be happy. Alright? I'm writing that down for myself so I know, and I won't be forgetting that, because I'll be honest, this is the first time that I've even thought about that. But that'll be it. Alright? So don't ever, if you want to make video requests, don't ever request this cover, because that's essentially the same as telling me to fuck off. You know? Oh god. Then there's also, oh my god, I remember the day that this game came out. So, a bit of backstory, right? When this game came out, a friend of mine, I don't know if she's still in chat, name is Lily. I bought this game on the day of launch, and I brought my Switch to uni, and I went to Lily's place after that, and we played through like the first 3-4 hours of this game together, because we were both massive Gen 4 nerds, right? We both kind of wanted to have that experience, right? And right before the hardwood, I'm just gonna quickly skip back so the thing doesn't cut in yet. Right before the Heartwood, it was like 11 p.m. I had to go because I had to catch a bus and then a train to get back home. But I couldn't stop myself from continuing to play on the train and on the bus. I couldn't fucking stop myself. I still remember the train seat that I was sitting in. And I walked into the Heartwood after, you know, it was very dark outside, I had my headphones in, and then suddenly, this plays. And I swear to God, the fucking shivers that I had over my entire fucking body in that moment. That has stayed with me ever since then. Hearing that fucking piano, that callback to Eternal Forest, and I personally thought that was gonna be it. I was just like, that is a really nice and lovely callback to Eternal Forest. They add a couple new melodies to it. They have this pan flute, which is ever so slightly out of tune, meaning it's like sounds a tiny bit dissonant, but in a sort of beautiful, bittersweet kind of way. And it's fucking beautiful. And this just kept, I was just walking around for a while. I kind of stopped moving even. And this just kept playing, And I was really enjoying it, right? But then at some point, everything cuts back down, and I'm like, I mean, this isn't a loop, because this does sound different. So I kept listening. Right? I kept listening, because I was like, the music hasn't looped yet. This is still going. What else are they gonna do? And at this point, I think I'm about halfway through my train journey. I turn my headphones all the way up. There's no one else in the entire carriage. It's just me. I started crying. Immediate tears. Immediate fucking tears when I heard this for the first time. They're already welling up in my eyes again at even hearing this. Oh, the slightly out of tune flute is so fucking melancholic. I love it. Hitomi Sato is the person who did the Legends Arceus soundtrack. Holy shit. Genuinely holy shit. Hitomi Sato made her debut in composing was for Gen 4. Gen 4 were the first games that she ever composed for. And Go Ichinos is like the godfather of the Pokemon soundtracks. He came back to compose for this game as well. They worked on this track together. And I don't think that moment can ever be recreated again, of me hearing this for the first time. Legends Arceus is legitimately a special game to me, and I'm really excited we're getting another Legends game, don't get me wrong. But I don't know if a Gen 6 Legends game could make me feel the same way that this did. I don't know if they could. And that may just be the fact that I was slightly too old at the time that Gen 6 came out for me to experience genuine nostalgia from it. I guess I just haven't quite hit that part of my life yet where I am feeling nostalgia from Gen 6. My nostalgia at the moment is Gen 2, 4, and 5. The DS era, right? The Gen 4, the Gen 2 remakes, and then Gen 5. That's my nostalgia era of Pokemon at the moment. And I mean, to be fair, so many of the other fucking themes in this game. Cobalt Coastlands 1 is fantastic. This one also made me, like, just sit with the biggest fucking smile on my face when I heard this the first time. Minor fourth, by the way. Because I already recognize the chord progression at this point, and then the guitar comes in, and I know what time it is. Route 210. But completely reimagined the melody. And then suddenly Heart Home City in the background. It's so fucking good, man. It's so fucking good. And then a change in vibes again. That minor fourth is so good. And then wait for it. Wait for it, because there's another callback in this one. very faintly. It's Route 209 in a couple seconds, distantly in the back. You hear it? It's so fucking cool. It's so cool. And I think there's a 228 callback here as well. Yeah. And then Route 209 comes in one more time at the very end, in like 5 to 10 seconds, I think. And then it dies back down. Oh my god, man. Fuck. Fuck, dude. And then, oh my god, there's the fucking Coronet Highlands summit. Is it the summit? Is it this track that I'm looking for? Yeah, it is. It is. I lost my shit. When that first chord played, this, I lost my shit. I absolutely lost my shit. Because obviously this is the Mount Coronet summit, right? But once again, completely different vibe. Wait for it. Bum, 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 bum. And then the main melody comes in. Da 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 bum bum. God, I lost my shit so hard. So good. Fuck. I could gush about this game's soundtrack all day, dude. I could gush about this soundtrack all day. And I mean... then there's the obvious. Jubilife Village, which... the very cool thing about Jubilife Village is that there's multiple different versions of this track. And each one is slightly longer. The first one's very short, only about like a minute and a half. And it makes it a minute and a half long loop, which just keeps looping as you spend time in the village. But the further you get in the story, the more of that loop you unlock. And every time, basically every time you do a major story thing and you come back to the village, the track will have gotten slightly longer, and there will have been a bit more that you can now hear in the village. But already, this entire track long, I was like, are they really not gonna reference, like, Jubilife City in this track? Because it's alluding to it. With this chord progression, like, it feels like it should. It feels like Jubilife Village should be in here. And it just isn't. And I was a little disappointed by that when I first started the game. But then I noticed the loop started to get longer. every time I came back to the village. And when you're like about 75% of the way through the story, suddenly this part of the loop unlocks. There's a key change. And it starts sounding a bit more like Jubilife City already. And the next time you come back to the city, the loop gets even longer. And every time the loop gets longer, it gets closer and closer and closer to Jubilife City. But it never quite gets there. That is, until you basically have completed the game. And then this happens. Key change? Oh, wait. Is this not the actual version? Have I been listening to the wrong version this whole time? Yeah, this is version 2. I'm stupid. I'm fucking an idiot. I need to listen to version 3. That was version 2. You see how close it got to Jubilife City? And it stopped right before. And then when you finally get to version 3, oh, this is indoor. I want outdoors. You get this part? And that's a Jubilife City melody right there. Key change back down. And there it is. Bum ba ba dum bum ba dum da dum da da dum ba dum ba dum bum bum ba dum ba da dum bum. Beautiful minor fourth. Da 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 da. And it just goes into a full arrangement of Jubilife City. Bum 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 ba ba da 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 dum. Bum bum ba da 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 ba da 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 dum bum bum ba da 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 ba da 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 da. It's so good. It's flawless. It's genuinely fucking flawless. Oh god, and then the fucking noble Pokemon. Oh my god. The noble Pokemon is so good. Cause first it's the wild, this is the wild Pokemon theme, right? With the lake theme in there, suddenly, that wasn't in the original. Right? And it just keeps going like this, and it doesn't really resolve it. It keeps stuck in that intro, but then when you actually break the noble Pokemon's defenses and you send it into battle, this happens. And it goes into the full wild battle theme. Oh my fucking god, man. Stellar. Actually fucking stellar. And then the emotion theme of this game is also beautiful. It's like the first Pokemon game that has an emotion theme that doesn't sound sad. That bass, so good. I don't know. It just sounds so nice for no fucking reason. I don't know why. It just does. Then there's obviously fucking Origin, Dialga, and Palkia, which they decided to turn Dialga and Palkia's theme into fucking Eurobeat for some reason. Hey, I'm down. Like, sure, man. Here's Eurobeat. I don't fucking know why, but it's sick as fuck. And then the best part of this theme is when the fucking bridge comes in. Like a minute and a half in, right here. The Arceus drums in there. It's almost entirely incoherent, but I really like it. And then it loops. And obviously there's the original Dialga and Palkia also have a battle theme, which, by the way, really fucking cool that they like slowed it down. Wait for it. You can do it. They made it so fucking menacing. They made it like it's Arceus' theme. Speaking of Arceus' theme, probably the most clinically insane piece of music that the Pokemon Company has ever produced. It starts out normal in Phase 1. This is kind of just a reimagining of Arceus' theme in the original games. Right? They just add a couple of extra things, but... Boom, boom, boom. Wait for it. It's that same timpani rhythm. Bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. It makes sense, right? This is what I thought Arceus' theme would sound like in this game. Right? This is coherent. This is awesome. And then you get to Phase 2. And it speeds up. And I'm like, okay, interesting. And just a speed up, right? Nothing else really happens, just a speed up. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool, you know, hype it up a little bit more, make it a little bit more menacing, because Arceus' health is getting lower. And then you get to Phase 3. And it gets even faster. And I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. That's a bit too fast. And it's still mostly just faster. There's nothing else that's really done to this one. It's just that same theme, but even faster, at like 2 times fucking speed. And at that point I was like, okay, well, Arceus still has like 40% health left and I'm in Phase 3. Does that mean that there's a Phase 4? Yes. And it's this. And the entire thing starts glitching out. The fabric of reality starts fucking breaking. What the fuck is this? But it's so cool because it fits so well with that fight. And it's just, this is a fucking Pokemon soundtrack. I think it's genuinely really fucking cool. Oh, it speeds up. It slows back down. Now it's back in original tempo. I think it's fucking sick. I think it's really cool. And then obviously, I mean, who can forget? The most iconic moment in any Pokemon video game of all time is this Giratina transformation. There, I said it. I said it. The most iconic thing to have ever happened in a Pokemon game. Those who know, know. Those who don't know, go play Legends Arceus, alright? And then obviously the iconic heartbeat flatlining. I mean, the song even starts with that heartbeat, right? The entire song is revolving around that heartbeat pulse. Listen closely, right? Flatline, revival. Beep, 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 beep. And it stays. And then it goes faster. And then it goes away for a little bit. And then that heartbeat comes back. And it flatlines. And, like, I don't think there's a greater way to convey, like, terror through a piece of music than literally having the music flatline. I mean, to be fair, that was already in the original. I think, the original Giratina already had that. Yeah, in Platinum. Not the whole thing, though. This doesn't have that heartbeat in it. It's just right here. Very faintly. But they really, like, added that to Legends Arceus. I think they added it to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl as well. Do they have the heartbeat, like, properly accented here? Yeah. This version's also great, to be honest. Like, this is also a great reimagining of that track. Not as good as the Legends Arceus version, though. Not as good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It is, by definition, not as good. All right, I'm gonna start winding down my stream chat. I've ranted for long enough. I ranted for an additional hour after the fucking Pokemon Presents, because of course I did. Let me put on this track, which is a fucking vibe. That's not what I clicked on. Clicked on this. Thank you. This track's a fucking vibe, and it has the same chord progression as Hotel California by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Da 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 da. The cool wind in my hair. Rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance. Sorry, I made this shit post once. No, hold up. I need to actually pull it up. I made that. Where is it? Where is my shit post folder? Hotel Hizui, here it is. I don't care if I get fucking ad strike for this, so I'm gonna talk over it for the most part, so I don't get demonetized for this part, otherwise I'll just mute it. But it's so fucking good. It's so fucking funny. Anyway. I'm gonna wind down the stream. Thank you all for being here. I'm sorry that I haven't been streaming much this week and that I'm not gonna be streaming much this week. I've had a lot of stuff on my plate these last couple of days. So I've had to cancel a couple of things. But I will still be doing a stream on Thursday. We'll be doing my Honkai Star Rail pools for Sparkle. That'll be this Thursday in 2 days from now. I don't know if I'll do a stream on the weekend. If I do, I'll probably put the waiting room up a couple days beforehand. But yeah, that being said, thank y'all for watching the Presents together with me. And I will see you all again on Thursday. Alright? I appreciate you all. I'm just gonna let this play out, and then we'll end the stream, alright? Goodbye, guys!